Hello. So we are back, and this time we have a special job. Okay, I just got a package from China. Let me show you a video. Maybe you remember the video. So you remember this video with the Lenovo Yoga, where actually we try program the BIOS. The laptop was restarting, and no, the laptop was coming on in no picture, or I don't even remember. Anyway, we checked and we tried a lot, and proved to be a faulty CPU. Yeah, actually the PCH is a shorted PCH chipset, and the people said sorry, just for the content, replace it. Let's do it, and I did order the CPU. Okay, so the CPU just arrived from China. We have to open the package, check carefully the chip, yeah, and replace the CPU. Now I seen the comments on the video. People say, "Sorry, you have to know your limits." But the problem, the soldering skill is not a limit. Not for me. The limit is the chip itself, if it's good or not. We love customers. We love you. No, we love customers like you. Okay, that's strange. That's quite strange a message. The seller, I will show you the seller. If the seller, send me a good chip, it's advertised. If you send me a bad chip, well, it is what it is. So that's the CPU. It's looking like new, but keep in mind the Intel is not selling CPUs to the people. Yeah, so this came from a motherboard. Yeah, most likely a faulty motherboard. So let's have a look under the microscope to be sure it's nothing dodgy on this chip. Like the last one, you remember the chipset? Well, actually, the chipset was has a crack. You remember that one? But this one is looking good. Let me try to get rid of the reflections. Yeah, like that. Oh, so what do you think about this? This looks good. Oh, this is freaking bent already. Check this. I don't know if you can see. This is bent. This is not even straight. This is insane. I mean, this CPU is bent already. How can I solder this one? So check this one. You can see it straight. You can see the CPU is straight. You can see it straight because it's not. It's bent. How can I solder this one? Any pads missing? Can you see? No, really. It's looking good. But it's bent. It's freaking bent. This is not straight. And I'm watching through an optical microscope, yeah? It's not like, okay, this is a camera distortion. No. I can clearly see this is bent. This is not straight. It's like that. It's like that. Do I have anything straight here? So now you can see actually it's bent. You can see actually it's bent. It's not straight. Huh. Do you want me to believe actually this it will work? How can I solder this? Look at the chip on the middle, what gap it is. How can how I can even solder this CPU? How I can even solder this CPU? How can I solder? How you will solder this CPU? Let me find something else. This is insane. I mean, this is the second time what happened when I'm ordering chips from China. I can't believe. This is crazy. I mean, on this point, it's not even point trying to solder the CPU. I swear, it's not even point trying. It's not even point trying. I need something straight. What can I get straight? This is crazy. Let me see against this. So check that, yeah? Check that. How I can solder this? How I can solder this CPU? Let me raise the microscope a little bit. So I'm keeping at the ends, yeah? Look at the gap on the middle. You can see the gap? I mean, there is like 1 millimeter gap. I mean, I will never be able to solder this CPU. And you can see here, I'm holding this here and here. So even if I try to solder this, the pins, the solder balls, it will never reach it will never get soldered by the motherboard. I mean, this is insane. This is crazy. I'm really sorry to disappoint you guys. I was really looking to have this job done, like replacing the CPU, but I can't do it like that. Not with this chip. I did this, you know, this is pointless from now, yeah? It's a fail. It's not even point starting. This is a fail. This is a fail. I cannot solder this. Actually, the love is not enough. All what I want is a good CPU. You see, this is the reason why actually the people, yeah, they are not replacing chipsets and CPUs, because you cannot get a good part. That's the thing. You can't get a good part because the Intel are not selling chips to the market, you know, the public market. No. So any chip you buy, even the one we bought from Germany, you remember the chipset? Which was good, indeed was good. But any chip like this, chipset or Intel processor, it will come from a motherboard. Yeah. So I can't even say if this is good or not. But this is bent. I can't even solder this on a motherboard. Just have in mind, also the motherboard, it will get bent. Yeah. So if the motherboard is getting bent like how the GPU is, can be fine. But if the motherboard is getting bent in another way, there is no way you can solder this CPU. So I'm so sorry, you know, I spoke with the customer agreed with the CPU replacement. It's not like a hard job, but all it's about, the chip itself. It's not really much about the skill. It's about the chip. If the chip is good. It's not even risky, you know. You don't have the solder balls on the middle, so it's not really risk to burn anything when you solder the CPU. But not this one. No, I'm really sorry. I'll try to speak with the seller and get a refund and send this back, because it was like nearly 150 pounds or like 146 pounds. A lot of money. Pay from my pocket, yeah? I cannot charge the customer for something like that. You can charge the customer for a well done job, but not for a faulty CPU. Okay, I'll stop now. I'm really sorry. Really, really sorry. I just tried to prove a point to make a video soldering the CPU. Maybe next time. You know what? The way to get these kinds of chips, big chips, is just having your board for spares, just desoldering, you know, reball them and just keep them there for replacement. But otherwise, just to buy, I don't know if it's worth. Because you don't know, even if this was fine, can we have a warranty this actually will be working fine? Okay, I'll stop now. I'm sorry. I was hoping something else. We ordered the chipset from China, yeah? Remember? The chipset proved to be faulty. Interrupted, you remember? Then we bought the same chipset, the same one, from Germany, and it worked. The laptop worked fine. That laptop never came back. The customer didn't complain. And now I said, let's give those sellers another chance. So I ordered this CPU. Okay, so see you on the next one. Bye.